Hey, everybody, welcome to Three Guys and a Drink, a podcast about three guys, and we have some drinks. So, anyway, my name is Paul. I'm your co-host, along with my other co-host, Joseph. How you doing, Joseph?
I'm doing well.
Jacob, how are you doing, Jacob?
Doing great with a drink in my hand.
All right. And we've got a special guest for you guys. We have AJ. How you doing, AJ?
I'm doing great.
So, tell us what you are expecting from this show, Three Guys and a Drink.
I'm
What have you heard about
ready
it?
to taste some drinks.
What have you heard about it?
I heard that y'all talk about drinks and some news articles and stuff.
We just chill out, we like to try new drinks, and we just talk about just anything, man.
And this
All right.
week, I like to point out, it's not alcoholic. He just opened up one of those Japanese sodas where you punch the ball into the top.
Well, we were gonna let
Well, thanks for describing what we're gonna drink.
Yeah,
and
Jacob.
just taking a sip out of it.
so Jacob has already started without actually us telling you what we have.
Pour
So
some and-
we're gonna actually hand it over to Jacob so he can describe the drinks that we're
No,
gonna have today.
hey, let's see if that. Go ahead, AJ. What are you pouring right now?
Right now I'm pouring.
Talking to the mic.
Right now I'm pouring the drink that he just popped the bottle in.
Uh-huh.
You pop the bottle in and it gives you. I think
What is it called?
I don't know what it's called. It's in Japanese.
Okay, so
It's called a ramu.
so Jacob,
something like
since
that.
you brought these drinks, why don't you go ahead and tell us about the drinks that we have?
I
Okay,
liked
so
our guest trying to.
If any
do
of
it.
you have ever been to if any of you have ever been to Benihana, this is the strawberry flavored ramune carbonated soft drink. AJ was supposed to share the drink, but looks like he took almost
all of it.
5/8 of it.
I accidentally poured.
So
too
this is
much.
one I've never tried it. You said it's at Benihana's. What about the other two drinks that we have? Are those also carbonated drinks?
What else
Yes,
do
they're
we
both
got?
sodas. This one is called Shizuoka Original Cola. This
Oh,
one's
it's
green. I think it's
green.
melon flavored.
Uh-huh.
This one is Cherry Blossom Cola, Sakura Cola.
Okay.
So,
Can you
I've
describe
never tried
describe
anything
what the bottles look like?
Cherry blossom.
so the bottles are just. Have you ever drinking those Hoya or Joya, the Mexican cola? They look kind of like those bottles.
Yeah. Yeah.
They look like those bottles, but except Japanese written on them.
Okay.
So they're just regular. They've got a nice
So-
little pattern on them, though.
Yeah,
Like almost diamond or
Yeah,
scale like.
they actually
And
look
they're
like pretty-
green and
I'm gonna have to take
pink.
that home.
The
So-
Shizuku is green and the Cherry Blossom is pink.
Okay,
It's a nice
Jacob, were you the
misty
ones who
pink.
chose the drinks this time, or who
Yeah,
chose the drinks?
I chose the drinks.
Okay.
They're non-alcoholic drinks, and we're also eating some Takis.
Pockies.
Yeah.
This one is
Cookies
Cookies
and
and
cream.
cookies and cream. So let me take a little bite to see how it tastes.
Sounds like multiple bites to me. Does it taste like cookies and cream?
Kind of tastes like cookies and cream.
Okay, good.
As
So-
expected.
I would try it, but I've tried these before, and I really like them. How about you,
Oh,
Joseph? Have you
cool.
tried them before? The
Yeah, I
Pocky?
ate about 4 of them before we started. But let me taste the soda. What is this one? The strawberry? Is it strawberry?
Yes, this is strawberry flavor.
I don't like strawberry. I like sodas, but
You don't like strawberry sodas?
like fake strawberry taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they could use. I don't know. Let's see.
Like overly syrupy flavoring type things?
Oh.
need some salt so you can.
It's real light.
Mm.
It's pretty good.
It is. It's pretty good, actually. Yeah.
Mhm.
I never tried the strawberry one.
Oh,
I love.
Yeah, it's like-
I love the crunchy from the bag. You just.
yeah. Thanks, Jacob.
I'm sorry. I wanted to eat some popcorn to cleanse my.
No,
palate.
we appreciate you doing that in the
From the
middle of our
sauces.
tasting.
That,
Okay.
Yeah, the strawberry taste
So-
was very different. It was really light, which I liked. It's not like the real heavy, fake strawberry taste you would get like out of,
Yeah.
unfortunately, like a Fanta or something.
Well, I think
Yeah.
it was light, but not as light as the drinks we tried last weekend, where it was so faint it just tasted like a nasty Topo Chico.
Yeah, I still have that watermelon sitting in my fridge, by the way.
Yeah.
Jacob, what
I think it tastes good. Has a nice subtle hint of strawberry with a nice sugary taste that comes after it.
Okay, exactly like you said you liked, huh?
So,
And
like a
carbonated
soda.
drink.
It has sugar in it, so it's good.
AJ, what are your thoughts?
I never
Yeah, it's
tasted a strawberry one before, but I've tasted many other flavors.
From the same kind?
Yes, from the same brand and everything.
What?
Oh, wow.
Which ones have you
Okay.
tasted?
I tasted. I think it was I'm not sure. I think it was cucumber or something.
Oh.
And it
Cucumber?
I
tasted
think it
kinda
was
nasty,
melon.
Yeah.
So would you say
Or
you
yeah,
like
melon.
this? Would you like this
Melon.
one more?
Oh yeah, that one tastes way better than the other ones.
Okay, cool.
Where are these chocolate Pockies? Oh, I got it right. I got the box right here.
Oh, we're
Almond
gonna try
Crush.
the almond crush Takis now.
I like the almond crush ones. Mainly because
Almond-
it's got chocolate.
It gets
I
it
like
has more
almonds, too.
flavor though too.
It's like, yeah, I like it. Let me
You
taste
need
it.
another
Let me
one,
get.
Paul?
Hold on. Let me give it a little bite like Jacob did.
One single bite.
Mm.
It has
Yeah,
more flavor
chocolate.
than the.
The almond one, it just tastes too almondy. I don't know.
Well, it is called almond crush.
Like the almonds taste like old almonds.
I don't know.
It has more
I
flavor
like
than
them.
the cookies.
I
and
like them a
cream.
lot.
I like them a lot too. Whenever I go by that Japanese store, I always get a pack.
Yeah.
Well, you can
You can-
also get these at Five Below. You don't have to go to Japanese.
You can
store.
also
serious?
Yes,
You
I've
can also-
told you that.
you can also
And
get
those
them at
mushroom ones, the chocolate mushrooms, they're called chocorooms at Five Below.
Are you
You can
serious?
buy a giant bag.
Well, I know about the chocolate rooms or whatever.
Yeah,
But I
these
didn't know
are-
you could buy those Takis.
You can also buy these Pockies at Kroger.
Yeah, they do
Uh-huh.
have them there. And the
yeah,
dr-
I
and
know,
the drink.
I know,
keep
but they don't
calling
have the
them-
almond ones.
You keep calling them Takis, by the way, too. They're
Yeah,
Pockies.
they're called Pocky.
You can buy the Pockies and the drinks from Kroger.
Yeah. So
well, like the regular ones, not.
Oh, not the ones that
so
were there. Yeah.
it sounds like we actually found a drink this episode that we like because the last previous two episodes we
Been pretty bad.
we didn't like the alcoholic beverages that we had, but we have a non-alcoholic one that obviously tastes pretty good.
Okay,
I
which one do y'all
recommend
want
it.
to try first? The
So,
Shizuku?
so I think what we want to do first, since we found something good to drink, let us see if we find anything good to talk about. What do you got for us, Joseph?
Well, I was just going to bring in some Texas news. How they've outlawed the possession of Delta 8 THC.
Outlawed it?
Yeah, it's illegal to possess Delta 8 now.
What is Delta 8?
I don't even know what Delta 8 is.
It's like how do I describe it?
Describe
Like a
it for-
sister or brother of THC.
Okay.
You know, you still get the same.
so it's a
effects of
different
it.
strain.
Would you say that it's
a
because it's
way.
a stronger strain, or just
It's-
why would
it's-
that particular strain be outlawed in Texas?
Well, it's doesn't really make any sense of why they did it. It's just because it's a part of that particular THC family. You know, I don't see.
So they're
I mean,
outlawing
if you were to
something that's
look
already
up-
outlawed?
If you no, Delta 8 it wasn't outlawed. You can go to a bunch of like smoke shops and they're
Mhm.
selling like the Delta 8 to where you like vapes and whatnot,
Yeah.
to where you can smoke it and get kind of those real subtle effects of it, the same as THC.
Will it be outlawed for, like, right now they have it medically approved THC, like a very, very small percentage, but would it be also outlawed for that too, or is it just the
It's-
entire thing?
It's up in the air right now. I think what everyone's moving toward is just kind of a mass legalization of marijuana and THC. And I think
Gotcha.
what they're trying to do right now is the popcorn. You don't need the popcorn to cleanse your palate. Okay, you don't need it.
I'm not gonna crumble it back up. Sorry, guys, you probably can't hear it, but I'm grabbing a bag of popcorn. They're complaining because y'all can hear the crumpling.
So-
but you can't
Also,
really
they're
hear it.
making like a lot of money off of it.
Mm.
And I feel like that's a way for them to ban it and then bring it back, but then to tax it more.
Also,
Or put it
can I,
under a
if I
different,
can jump in?
Category.
So what they would do is, because the government has to be specific whenever they ban something, they have to put the exact strain, so the chemical compound. So what they'll do is chemists will edit the chemical makeup by just like one molecule or something like that, and so that way they'll be able to continue selling it. So I think what the government did here is they just banned that strain. So what the people who want to sell this, they'll probably edit the molecule just a little bit again, and in order to sell it.
Okay. Well, I mean, Joseph said that they were kind of selling it. They banned that. Are there any other strains that they're still like that's illegal?
No, so that's for like a clarification. You know, states that have the form of THC, including like Delta 8, any of the concentration, and like Delta 9 exceeding 0.3% are considered now Schedule 1.
Schedule 1.
Yes.
Wow.
Which doesn't make any sense to me, but
It doesn't. And it's like, what'd you say, 0.3?
0.3.
0.3. Well,
Percent.
0.3.
Well, whatever. I just like to get.
I think what it goes back to is just the government trying to get control. And
Yeah.
this relates to our podcast, Far Out Dudes, where we do a podcast about government control.
Yeah, so definitely go back and listen to that. We have a part 1, part 2. Or do we have a part 1, part 2, or is that just going to be one whole?
It's going to be
we got
a
part
two-part
one
series.
out right now.
Yeah, part 1 is out right now. But I want to get to this drink in my hand called Shizuoka Cola. It's a green cola. It has Mount Fuji on it. Guys, let's go ahead and give this a little swig.
I want to say first off, by smelling it, it smells like those green popsicles, like the cheap green popsicles you would buy. It smells just like that.
Okay, I want y'all to give me a... I want y'all to describe it first before I go into mine.
Okay, AJ, go ahead.
It smells like if you ever had a Mexican Coca-Cola, like those gummy bears. If you smelled those too, that's what it smells like.
Well, I was going to
What
say,
is it?
it has like a Coca-Cola flavor,
Taste
but-
wise,
taste-wise, but it also has like a Jolly Rancher Coca-Cola taste to it.
let me see.
Yeah, it's
This
actually...
tastes like
I'm reading the
Coca-Cola.
ingredients now. It's actually a green tea cola.
Whoa.
So it's not like a melon or apple or anything.
No.
No,
That's why
It's not bad though.
So it's based off a
yeah,
leaf.
I
You know,
feel
like
like-
the coca leaf?
like if it was just like a
Oh, that's why it
like
smells
a like just a soda and you put like a Jolly Rancher in it and it gets
Yeah.
that flavor to it.
It don't taste bad though.
It kind of wants to hint like a minty taste too.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It has like a little small hint of like green tea.
I'm tasting notes of green tea,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
now that
there
you
green
mention
tea?
it-
not brown tea. No, I still don't get like a green tea taste. It's like,
Yeah.
for me, it's like appley.
I would say I like the first one. So kind of like this first one that we were talking about THC. Jacob, what do you have for us?
Well, this soda kind of hit me like a shot. Like Alec Baldwin shot somebody a past few days ago.
Yeah, that's what that was a terrible segue. I mean, it wasn't bad, but the fact that we knew that it was trying to be a segue kind of ruined it.
Well,
for
nobody else. I mean, they didn't know that I was going to talk
Yeah,
about a
so
shot.
what?
Pour me a little bit more. of that.
I think that's pretty much national news that's happening in Hollywood. Tell the listeners about that a little bit, like your perspective of it, Jacob.
So, I think it happened maybe not yesterday, but Thursday night.
Mhm.
There was a release that Alec Baldwin had shot two members on the show, the movie that he's working on called Rust.
Mhm.
He fatally shot one of the people. What's her name?
Yeah.
Do we know?
You're the one with the stories.
Can,
sir.
can one of you look up the name of the victim?
They say he only
Uh,
shot one. Though.
So Alec
No,
murdered
she was
one
a-
person, and
Thanks,
they
Jacob.
released.
We're getting a lot of good information from you.
Okay, so they released a 911 call, and it turns out that the lady on the 911 call said it was the assistant director's fault because he was the one that was supposed to check if the gun was loaded.
Oh.
And allegedly, he was also the guy who was an assistant director on some movie or show called Crow or Creed,
Crow.
where
Brandon Lee got shot.
Brandon Lee got shot.
Helena Hutchins,
Helena,
cinematographer.
rest in peace.
Yeah.
Oh, she was a cinematographer? I thought she was an actor.
Striking the
was an
cinematographer,
actor,
Helena
too.
Hutchins.
I think she was an up and coming actor,
In the
but she was a
chest.
cinematographer. Was she an actor or was she just a
It
cinematographer?
says cinematographer, and
Well-
from the little bit that I read when it popped out, she had worked on a couple of other projects too. I forget the name of the director, but he had like big praises for her. She was like supposed to be like an up and coming, working on being a director and all that good stuff. So unfortunately, got shot by Alec Baldwin.
So here's my piece on this. Do y'all remember? I don't know if y'all saw this, but people were kind of putting out the little tweets that Alec Baldwin had put out. Do you
Oh,
know
yeah.
what tweet I'm talking about?
No,
Yeah.
What did the tweet
Michael
say?
Malice put up a tweet that was like, I want to put T-shirts out for somebody that says, I don't have a gun, don't shoot, hands up, or something along those lines.
No. So actually, Alec Baldwin back in 2017, when there was a cop-involved shooting,
Mhm.
Alec Baldwin tweeted out,
Spit it out, buddy. Spit it out.
"I wonder what it would be like to kill an innocent person."
Oh, yeah, that was also another tweet.
Yeah. So
somebody was like, "How does it feel, Alec?"
yeah, yeah. So what do you think? What do you think about that?
What? I think that was a really low shot, especially the way he was like distressed about it and like crying outside the hospital or police station or whatever it was.
So do you think that police officers enjoy shooting people? Because I think that was a low blow to police officers too.
I do.
Do you think he's getting
unfortunately, I do believe some of them do.
Do you think he's getting a taste of his own medicine?
I do. Unfortunately,
I mean, it's a very unfortunate thing.
I don't agree about doing it. I think that was like a lowball way to do it, but I think that was like to use his own words
against him.
Yeah, to like generalize wasn't fair on his end either.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a point of people bringing it up was that, you know, the fact that things are all saved on social media now, so you have to be careful what you say. But for him to say those kinds of things and then this happened to him,
yeah.
Obviously they're two different situations, but obviously cops don't go out there thinking,
yeah,
I
one's
want to
like
go
a
shoot
life-threatening
somebody.
situation.
Yeah, yeah. And he tweets such things, and now this pops up on him 3-4 years later. What do you think, AJ?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe.
I don't think it was a coincidence. I think they weren't following OSHA
There
laws.
you go.
I think someone just didn't do their
You're gonna
job.
have to edit that out.
Yeah.
So have there been any details about what happened? Like, I know you said someone didn't check it. Obviously, someone didn't do their job.
So I looked into it too a little bit, but I don't know too much of the details. But basically, what typically happens, what should happen on a movie set, is that there's different steps and processes in place to assure that there's no live rounds in there. And so, but they put blanks in it, but sometimes blanks even cause projectiles.
Yeah, because they're supposed to get, like, they're real guns, but they are taken to specialists because the blanks are a different size and caliber than normal bullets are. So you can't put normal bullets in a gun that shoots blanks.
So Jacob, was this a projectile from a blank, or was this like an actual bullet that was in the gun?
It must have been an actual bullet. I know what you're talking about, where the blank can actually project something off, but you have to be like point blank and put it against somebody's head, and the pressure of the air can penetrate the body.
So I actually heard too on that same set that a lot of the crew were walking off because they felt that there was a bunch of unsafe things happening. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, like
no,
what?
I hadn't.
What did you read into?
Well, just like he wasn't following a lot of the rules, and they had already did some of the gun scenes before, and they were actually using live rounds for the other scenes, and it felt like there was a lot of things that were just unsafe there.
Cutting corners.
Yeah, cutting corners.
Oh, and I looked up the Michael Malice tweet. It says, Alec Baldwin had tweeted, "I'm going to make a bright banana yellow T-shirts that read, 'My hands are up. Please don't shoot me. Who wants one?'" And Michael Malice tweeted, "All your coworkers."
Golly.
I'm sorry, but
That's horrible.
Oh my god.
That's pretty terrible, but it's kind of funny at the same time.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, so that's kind of what's happening in Hollywood. Have y'all heard that there's a lot of Hollywood workers that are
They're actually on strike right now.
strike because they're getting not paid a lot, and they're being put into all of these unsafe situations. This goes to prove their point that they are being put in unsafe situations.
I think it mostly has to do with the pay. They're being forced to work like long hours and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Well, that was pretty interesting. Just kind of like our last drink, Jacob. What is this other drink you have for us?
all right, this drink, it's the other drink. It's the Sakura Cola. So
Sakura.
yeah, let me go ahead.
Do we know exactly what flavor this one is? Since last time we read the ingredients.
Sakura is a tree in Japan. Do you know those pink trees that they have?
Like the
Cherry blossom?
Cherry blossoms.
Yeah, that's
so cherry blossom then.
yeah.
It has the coca leaf that the other one had. I'm smelling it.
Oh wait, there's Coke in this.
We're about to get revved up.
Whoa, this is gonna be an exciting show for you guys.
Yeah, it smells like that the green tea one.
It's got
Yeah.
like a peppermint smell to it.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
that's the thing I
pepper-
want to
yeah.
say. Peppermint.
Oh, I'm glad I said it for you.
This is real subtle.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
It's kind of like the green, but
I'm a little
I don't
afraid to
know.
taste it because I'm not a big fan of peppermint things like the.
It doesn't
No,
taste
go
like
ahead.
no, it doesn't
peppermint.
take
That
like
tastes like
peppermint
peppermint.
at all.
I'm really tasting the Coke. It's
Oh,
really
it tastes
numbing
just
my
like
tongue.
peppermint.
No, it doesn't. I don't,
Idiot. You got to do it like the wine and ice cream guy did. Yeah. Got to aerate. It still tastes the same.
I don't. It's like a potpourri type thing. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I keep describing it for you, Jacob.
If you're listening-
just like that.
If you're listening to this, PJ's descriptions are very on point.
It doesn't taste very potpourri or perfumey to me.
Yeah.
And I don't like those kinds of drinks either. And this isn't. It's real because it's real light.
It
It's
kinda,
not like
it's
an
like it
overbearing
hits you as
taste.
Coke. Like at the start, it tastes like Coke,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
the aftertaste is like some kind of like a cough drop.
yeah, I feel like I'm drinking an air freshener aftertaste, like an air freshener.
Yeah,
being
well,
you
not
know
like
what?
that.
Screw you, freaking guys. Okay,
It
I
tastes
like it.
You know,
Like,
I,
it tastes
I kinda
like-
like it
not-
too.
it
tastes
it's
like
not bad,
Coke, but
it's not bad.
It's
I don't,
not-
I don't taste no air
And it doesn't
freshener.
leave.
I would say it's not my type of green tea.
It doesn't.
It doesn't leave an aftertaste
It's not your
either.
type of cup of green tea.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all mean by aftertaste.
You missed that whole joke. Was
One-
cup of tea.
one of
You
the-
just said, you just said
Not my
tea.
cup of tea.
one of the ingredients is sweet potato juice.
Well, I'm not
Will you
getting
ever
man.
see sweet potato juice
Yeah.
as an ingredient in any American drink?
No.
No. But it also doesn't leave like that perfume or any kind of taste in your mouth.
That's
after you drink it.
exactly how I feel.
That's
I feel
how
like
they
it
feel.
has a perfumey taste
I
in my
don't-
mouth.
You know what?
Well, your
It
mark.
kind of tastes. It kind of tastes like that root beer. You know the root beer taste.
root beer.
Like the bark.
like root
It
beer.
tastes like the beginning of it tastes like
I can see
Coke,
how-
and then the final of it tastes like root beer.
No.
No.
I can see the Coke.
It's kind of like
It does, but the subtle taste at the end is good. I like it.
Yeah, me too.
I would buy it and drink it.
I wouldn't. It has a
I wouldn't buy it and
perfumey
drink
like
it either.
potpourri.
I really like
kinda
this
for me.
children's drink, the Ramune strawberry flavored.
Yeah, that one.
This
was
drink is
good.
on point.
That one.
Well,
was
I
good.
think
I would think that you would like children's drinks.
I think we all agree too is that they're real light. They're not like overbearing taste. It's.
Yeah.
I mean, this one right now wasn't a great taste for you, but
This-
it wasn't like super.
Yeah, it has
don't know,
half
I
the
wouldn't-
sugar of Coke.
I definitely wouldn't get that one. If I had to choose between all the three that we've tried so far, I would say the green tea one was probably my favorite.
The best
Really?
one.
Yeah.
What the heck?
That's a shock.
Yeah.
Jacob, which one would you say?
I would choose the strawberry flavored Ramune.
Joseph?
I would probably the green tea one too. The green,
I'd
the
choose the
one we
Ram-
thought was melon.
Ramune one too.
You know what I would choose?
The
I would choose-
Shazuka Cola.
I would
know-
choose not to be Brian Laundries. Have you heard about that guy?
Give me the top.
Can I say one more thing about
No,
the
because that was my segue into my article.
Okay, say
Give
it
me the
later.
top. The green
Say-
top. The green top.
Say it later.
Why did you do this?
Sorry. You can just buy some more. Now that I take big drinks instead of like a small sip, it tastes kind of good.
So you like it?
It tastes kind of
I
good.
don't know. It's not my cup of tea.
I don't know what
Like
you
the
mean
green
by
tea one.
refreshener. I don't taste any.
Yeah.
Or
type
like
of
this
refreshener.
Sakura tea.
That
You
that
hit-
one- that
you
one
hit
came out a
it.
little smoother, huh?
You hit it
The-
that
the
time. A
first
little
one?
more natural.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead with your segue.
I already forgot what my segue was.
You wouldn't want to be.
Oh, jeez,
Right.
it got ruined by Jacob.
Well, just go ahead. We'll pretend like it didn't happen.
As
Yeah,
he-
the green tea is probably my favorite.
Yeah, the green tea is definitely my favorite.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, the segue was alluded to me not wanting to be Brian Laundries. Do y'all know who
What is-
Brian Laundries is?
Enlighten me.
Is
no,
he
I
a
do
laundry
not.
guy?
No,
Does he do
so
laundry?
if y'all remember in the national news, there was a couple who was traveling.
Yeah, I know who he is now.
They were traveling to a different place.
Okay,
place to
I
place.
got something good about that, so go ahead.
So they were
I
traveling.
got some good. I'm gonna.
So they were traveling
steal
place to
from
place,
you.
and then his fiance, the one who he was with,
Damn it.
actually they found her dead body in one of the campsites that they went to, and so he actually returned home to Florida by himself. And they kept looking and searching for his fiance. They finally found her, and she was dead at one of the campsites. Right. So then they went searching for him. Where did he go? he went missing, and everybody, including Dog the Bounty Hunter, was chasing after him.
Yeah, I heard he he had to stop searching for him because he hurt his ankle or something like that.
Actually, what was funny is that somebody posted on Facebook, Dog the Bounty Hunter found him. And then come to find out, Dog the Bounty didn't find him. Dog the Bounty Hunter decided not to search for him anymore because of whatever reason, broken ankle, I guess.
Something he hurt himself somehow.
So just
Isn't he like 100 years old already?
he's old.
Let me see how old.
But so actually, Brian, they actually found his body. They found him in Florida, dead.
heard
Dog Dwayne Chapman, Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Okay.
Guess how old he is?
64.
I'm gonna say 70.
AJ with
He
the
just
mouthful
looks
of popcorn.
You know what? He looks really old, so he's probably because of the hard life that he had. He's probably
70.
younger than that.
70.
70.
I'm gonna lower mine to about 59.
68.
You looked it up.
No, I didn't.
He's 68
68.
years old.
I should have stuck
I
with my
changed my
70.
mind.
So I was pretty close then.
Yeah. But anyways, back to his dead body.
I heard
Brian.
I heard that Brian's body was mangled when they found him.
I didn't hear
Is that true? Or they
So
just found
did-
him dead?
Well,
Did
well,
he
it's
kill
well,
himself?
They didn't say. So the autopsy actually came back inconclusive.
I
which is weird.
also heard that his parents are the one that found the body. Like they couldn't find him, and then his parents went to go look for him. And 30 minutes later, they were like, "Oh, we found."
Oh, by
him.
the way, we found him.
We-
He's dead.
Yeah.
We found him.
Hmm.
We got this giant manhunt, and 30 minutes into his mom and dad
We've
find
been,
him.
Yeah.
We've been searching for him for 30 days, and his mom and dad find him in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
that's weird.
Okay. What I'm thinking is that he was a skinwalker.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Because-
my God.
A lot of the stories of skinwalkers is they don't talk or they don't sound right. And when the cops got Brian, he wasn't talking to them.
This is not a conspiracy. This is not the conspiracy theory. So.
I know, but we're not going to get a chance to talk about it on there.
Okay, fine.
So, Far Out Dudes, we talked about Skinwalker Ranch. And I think Brian's a skinwalker because he didn't talk to the police. And then all of a sudden, they just find his body mangled.
Well,
gone.
skinwalkers don't just
Die.
they don't find skinwalkers' bodies mangled up.
Yeah. So
Typically,
what's
skinwalkers
No,
live
the
a long
skinwalker
time.
shed. Am I thinking of a shapeshifter or a skinwalker?
You're thinking of a shapeshifter, sir.
No,
Yeah.
skinwalkers also take the form of humans, right? Or am
They
I thinking-
are human, but they take the form of. They can take the form of animals.
Who am I thinking of that can take the form of a human?
You're thinking of your Martian overlords.
No.
You're thinking of what's his name?
Shapeshifter McGee.
The animal guy from Titans.
Beast Boy. No.
Yeah, Beast Boy.
But I thought skinwalkers
I have
can
no
also...
idea what you're talking about.
Okay, well, he shed the skin of Brian off. And then he went back into
Well,
the
isn't
jungle
it a
because
full-
they found Brian's body
Isn't it
in a
full
freaking
body?
national park.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying Brian was long dead?
Yes, and the
he-
skinwalker put on his skin to act like
It-
Brian. That's why he was acting all weird and not
That's-
talking to
Doesn't make
anybody.
any sense. I think you're confusing Skinwalker with something else.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a skinwalker.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, just no. But
Well, that's.
Or a Wendigo. A
a
Wendigo?
Wendigo is.
How did
does
you
not
get into
shapeshift.
all of that with us talking about the Brian dude's
Well,
body?
because
but-
I was going to say Brian might have been taken over by a freaking skinwalker or Wendigo.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you
Wendigo
got taken over by a
is
reptilian.
not a
alien from
shapeshifter.
Mars.
No.
Wendigo is not a shapeshifter either.
It's one of
So-
those.
I don't. So AJ, what do you think about that? What do you think about Brian and them traveling around and them finding his body? Do you think he actually has anything to do with his fiance's death, or do you think he killed himself because of?
I think he killed himself because of his fiance's death.
Had you actually heard of the story before I brought it to you?
I have not heard of it until now.
It's
Wow.
been national news for the past
2
weeks.
months.
2
Well,
months.
Yeah.
I
don't really
think
look at news.
he did kill her, and like they were obviously finding out pretty fast
Yeah.
that he did it, and so he just went off himself.
Or do you think that, well, if Jacob's right and his body was mangled, do you think he like went hid in the woods and then there was like bears or different things?
Yeah, I
and
think he
actually
killed
got mangled?
himself there to where they would say, "Oh, he can't be found." I don't know why, if you're innocent, you would run and hide.
That's
but
exactly what everybody's saying. So he obviously did it and then got killed by an animal in this
yeah,
national
trying
park.
to hide out somewhere and
Yeah.
got killed.
How
and
did his wife die?
eat up or something?
Well, they don't know. Well,
found her body.
They found her body in one of the campsites that they went to, but when they did an autopsy, they say that she died of strangulation.
Oh, okay.
That's often a method used by skinwalkers. They choke people.
What
to
an
death.
odd way to kill yourself. She's
outta
the
here.
first person to be able to kill herself
You know,
by
you-
strangulation.
When murderers kill people, they don't often go for strangulation.
Yeah, they do sometimes.
Say about a large percent do.
That's a joke. But
It did
okay.
Which
not
makes
hit.
me.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah, so,
never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying another news article someone had, but
Well, I was gonna go into another news article, but I kind of want to go back since we're kind of off of Brian now, and it went into like skinwalkers. I want to go back to the drinks. Were there when you went to pick a drink for today's show, Jacob? Were there more flavors of those cola ones, or
Yeah, there are a lot more flavors.
I was
What
trying to
made
get
you-
him. I was trying to get him to buy one. It was like chocolate milk with tea.
oh, that sounds disgusting.
Yeah, it was like green tea with chocolate milk.
It was. It would have
nasty.
been interesting.
Oh,
to taste.
green tea with chocolate milk.
Yeah.
The only
Well,
problem.
tea when you mix it with a little bit of milk, people do that like in
Yeah,
India and
it's-
England, and it actually
yeah.
tastes not too bad.
Well, the problem is
Well, that was
it takes an
chocolate milk.
hour to get here, and it was scalding hot in the car because we went to go eat. So we would have left it in the car, and it would have went bad.
You don't know that.
Oh.
Yeah,
We could have easily gotten it after, we
After,
ate.
yeah.
We could have gotten more flavored
think
drinks,
about it.
but
Jacob doesn't think that far ahead. It's just like there in the moment.
Wow, we really
What's
went through
happening?
these drinks pretty fast. Huh?
We did well. Well, you kind of went quick into it, and then we just went into whose favorite is what. No, but actually, I just want to talk about the new equipment that we got. What do y'all think about this new equipment?
I think they're obviously the listeners are gonna be able to tell the difference.
Yeah.
Especially since it doesn't sound like I'm calling in
So
from a phone.
yeah. So
okay,
so for
if
you
you're
guys
just
listening, for those of you
listening, we actually just bought new mics and a roadcaster. Go ahead, PJ. I'll let you jump in.
He'll allow you to jump in. Go ahead.
well, that's exactly what I was gonna say. So actually, yeah. So we actually we had different condenser mics that were picking up a lot of the background, picking each
USB
other up.
mics.
Yeah. And so we decided to go and buy a little bit of better mics. We're not
Professionals in any means.
professional in anything. We're actually just starting, and we got these mics, and we think you'll definitely be able to hear the difference. But we
We're-
actually can see the difference with the type of equipment we have, and we'd like to hear your comments below. Like, do y'all think that this episode is has better sound quality than the
Than the
previous one?
And
previous one.
I just want to say we're doing it for you. We love you. I wish you would visit
You
more
know what? I
often.
felt like last week y'all told me not to beg the listeners. and
If
now
I'm not
you
begging
guys
anything. I'm just
don't
saying
send
I-
us money, I'm going to commit Sudoku.
You're an
Sudoku?
idiot. Wasn't begging for anything. I was just saying I love them. I wish they would visit more often.
Oh, okay. Wow, that sounds very intimate.
I wish they would send me money.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, I
Wow,
want
that's,
to
begging
thank
again.
our first sponsor, NordVPN.
God, please send us some money.
Not a
We
sponsor.
spent so much money on these mics.
No, we didn't.
I had to take out a second mortgage.
Yeah. So,
My house isn't worth very much.
so
We bought a $50,000 camera.
We bought a $50,000 camera for a podcast.
and we're not using it yet because we don't know how to use the equipment we have in the house.
It's professional equipment, so no one knows how to use it. We're kind of just taking basic shots. It looks like a regular phone camera.
So where'd y'all go eat before y'all came here?
We went
That's
to-
a little personal.
yeah, let's not get into that.
No, we
What do
went
you-
and
well,
ate
I
wrong.
meant like,
We
what
went
did
to,
you eat as food wise? I don't want to know what kind
we
of
went-
nasty sexual eating you were doing before.
It's not where I was going with it at all.
Well,
you
actually,
said it was a
when we
little
were coming
personal,
here,
so-
we saw a sign that said "No large loads" on the highway.
No.
So we had to
no.
drop some loads on a homeless person.
Oh wow, that's
We're
terrible.
We
just
had
like-
to commit.
We had to
We had-
bukkake a homeless person to drop our large
Did you
loads.
say bukkake?
We had to commit bukkake on him.
But it said
where
no
we-
large loads.
So
He took it like
we
a
had to
champ.
get rid of our large loads before we got on the tollway. So we saw a homeless guy. Like, you had to commit bukkake.
So
If anyone doesn't know what that is, do not Google it. Do not Google BUKAKE bukkake.
He said
But-
$5. That's all I need, brothers.
Where we went to go eat is a ramen place.
A ramen place. I feel like
Eat
every
ramen.
time you all go decide to eat, it's at
Well,
a ramen
ask
place.
this freaking weeb over here why we go eat ramen or something Asian every time we go eat.
Because steak places are too expensive. Ramen is that nice middle ground where it's not too expensive and it's not too cheap.
I
Like
heard
fast food.
I heard people like to nibble on other people's weenuses when they get hungry.
I've never heard of
I've
that.
never heard of that either.
I've never chewed on anyone's
So,
weenus.
Are we
So
doing?
instead of-
Are we
it-
doing high school jokes now, PJ?
No, instead of, do you know what a weenus is?
Yes.
What is the weenus?
It's your cock. No, it's your. It's
extra. It's your
yes,
elbow.
I
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
I heard the weenus jokes 50 billion times. Get new material
Where did you hear this at?
at school in 2009.
Oh, well, I hadn't
It's
heard of it.
2021, folks. We need new material, like bukkake old homeless people.
Oh, did y'all
That's
know
terrible.
that Norm Macdonald died?
yeah.
Yeah, he
Like-
died like 2 weeks ago.
But
You could
what
have brought
the
that up on a
reason
show.
I'm
You
saying-
could have brought it on
The
the
reason
show
I'm
2 weeks ago.
saying is because like every time someone dies, they end up they're the greatest of this, and you end up finding like videos of them everywhere.
Yeah.
But I started finding Norm Macdonald videos everywhere, and he was actually pretty funny.
You didn't know Norm
Yeah,
Macdonald's
he
funny?
was. He
Not
was comedian is
like-
actually
I
really
thought
funny.
I thought Norm
Yeah,
Macdonald
he was
the-
like, there was this one joke on his podcast. He was like, "Hey, what do you get your slave for for
the
Christmas?"
joke went.
Oh.
The joke went. A gold chain would be a very, very nice retirement gift for a good slave. And the guest was, you know who Super Dave is? Came out on
not really.
Curb Your Enthusiasm. He also died
Yeah.
recently too.
He did.
Yeah,
He was actually a famous television guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
but his reaction to it was, he's just like, "Are you serious?
What did he say? What was the joke again?
Are you
He
serious?
said the
Look
best,
up
the best gift for
There
a
was a
slave.
Holocaust
the best
joke too. It was pretty
a
funny.
gold chain would be a very good retirement gift for a very, very good slave."
Terrible. So speaking of comedians, which makes me think like comedians like Norm Macdonald always go to the edge, and I love that, and that's what comedy is supposed to be about.
Uh-huh.
So which kind of makes me think of, have y'all watched the Netflix special of Dave
Dave
Chappelle?
Chappelle? No.
No.
I'm probably
haven't
going to
seen-
watch it tonight.
I haven't seen it either, but it's like all over the news and everything. Have
Yeah.
you seen it, AJ?
No, I have not.
So I'm actually pretty excited. I kind of want to watch it before they take it off of Netflix, because the Netflix workers are actually talking about taking it down because they don't like it so much.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well,
The
actually,
jokes-
the CEO said
jokes
that he won't
offended-
take it down.
The jokes offended a certain group, unfortunately, and now for some reason...
Transgender.
Yeah.
That's the certain group that Joseph's talking about.
He made fun of those, and apparently it's a sin to make fun of certain groups, even though...
It's
Yeah.
a sin.
I'm not going to get into it, but just... Everyone wants to be equal, but they don't want to be equal.
Yeah. Well, it makes
but
it makes
the
me think
CEO
of.
said he doesn't feel like the jokes don't transfer to real life violence,
Yeah.
and so he said he wasn't going to.
Well, I
take
agree
it
with
down.
him. I think, especially with the other show, the other movie that came out that was called Cuties, and the whole Christian community wanted it taken down because it was like kiddie porn, basically. People who are pedophiles would probably love that movie, but Netflix stuck by it and kept it on
Actually,
there.
Cuties
So-
was about saying no.
Well, did you
And
watch
they
it?
they dressed up in hijabs and
did
they
you
wore
watch it?
burqas.
Did you watch it?
Yes,
I-
they wore burqas in the entire movie.
No, they did not.
Yes.
You did not. Oh, you obviously didn't watch the show or
I
the
did.
movie. You know, because it was little 9 or 10-year-olds dressed up in tight little
Twerking?
clothes. Yes, twerking. So, Netflix didn't take the Cuties down, so I would assume that if they're not going to take something down like that, where a lot of the conservative people wanted to take that down, that they wouldn't take down the Chappelle show.
Chappelle?
Chappelle show. Chappelle.
The Netflix special, not so much.
Yeah, they shouldn't turn it down. Take it down.
No,
But
I-
also,
well-
how about those remakes, like Dune remake? I recently watched the video.
that was
movie.
a horrible
That was
segue.
a terrible segue. But I also want to say now the CEO for Netflix is like doing a 180 and be like, "Oh, I made a mistake. I made a mistake about saying it doesn't transfer into real life violence."
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
Well, the CEO's wife is a trans woman. Did y'all know that?
I feel like you're making that up. So
Oh,
you
no,
are.
it's
That,
real.
the laugh lets
So
me
talking
know.
about like good movies and stuff that we really like, the
Yeah.
Dune movie I heard was pretty good.
I actually
See,
watched.
that's a good segue.
Yeah, I actually watched that yesterday. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, you watched it
is
yesterday.
pretty
I watched
good.
it yesterday too.
I have not watched. I watched like the first 20 minutes,
I watched it
it's-
and
a
then
week
I
ago.
left.
If you
my
watch
parents' house.
Yeah, if you watch the first one, it's kind of slow, and the new one starts. It's really slow too. It's just there's only
It did
certain
start
parts of
off
action.
slow.
To me,
feel-
Yeah, it started off slow.
It started
to me
off
too.
Yeah.
slow. Yeah, it did. It did.
I mean, it's a good movie. I liked it, but it's not for people who just like
It's not of the feeble
Action.
minds.
Yeah, well,
Right,
yeah,
Michael
away.
Bay fans.
yeah. You want where they want action all through it, because it actually tells the entire story. It gets slow at various points of the movie where you're kind of like you kind of
Bored.
lose interest a little
Yeah,
bit,
but
then
it's
it kind
telling
of
the
comes back.
story too at the same time.
Yeah.
I think that's where people
I think they should have changed
Well, I
the main
liked it.
character,
Yeah.
like the main actor. I think it should have been Daniel Radcliffe. Because it would have given me Harry Potter vibes, and I would have been like, "Dude, you're magic in Harry Potter, now you're magic in Dune." Like,
So you
what's
want
up
to
with that?
complain about
Yeah,
it?
I didn't know
Not
that.
so much that you like him.
Well, I felt like the first one,
Do it.
the
one from the 80s?
the main character, the girl who was supposed to like he kept
Zendaya?
having, the one he kept having dreams.
I
Yeah,
about.
haven't watched it, so
She-
can you not do
okay,
any
well, the
spoilers?
she doesn't
well,
really pop up.
All I
but
would say is that the original movie actually had more of her character pop up as opposed to this remake. Had you seen the original, Jacob?
no.
I haven't
But
watched it.
I don't
did y'all
remember.
notice
Y'all are
that
too
Zendaya
young.
always plays a grumpy girl in every movie? And Mary Jane, she's grumpy. And this movie, she's grumpy. In her other movies, I haven't seen them, but
Is
she's
she
grumpy.
grumpy in real life?
I would assume she's grumpy.
I want to meet her in real life. Be like, Zendaya, are you grumpy?
She's gonna flip you off. No, I'm not grumpy.
I'm not a grumpy person.
Wow, that great combo. So, what did you think? I thought it was good. It was a bit slow, but I
Yeah.
think it felt more like I was watching a TV show than a movie.
Yeah.
Like the pacing of it. But it was good. I liked it.
I saw it was like 2.5 hours long, so I was like, oh, I can't be here the entire time.
I wanted to
So I
see
have
that
this,
movie Old. Have y'all seen the movie Old yet?
No.
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 It's do you know which one I'm talking
No.
about?
No.
Okay, it's an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh, it's about the one where they get old on the beach.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
I've
retarded.
seen it.
Oh, so
I
don't
haven't
rent it?
seen it, but
So
No.
don't
You want me to
don't waste
spoil
my
it
money?
for you?
No.
Okay.
I'll probably
you
still. I'll
seen,
wait for it to come out free on one of the streaming channels I have.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say
I don't know. I can't read minds.
Have you seen that movie? I think it's called Palm Springs.
no.
Palm Springs. Which one? Are you talking about the one with the comedian and? They
Can you
have-
talk into the mic?
I am talking into the mic.
Where he's like stuck in the loop,
Yeah.
repeating the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good movie.
Yeah, they
I
came
liked
out
it.
like a year ago.
Yeah,
What
I'm
movie?
just saying if you watched it, because
Yeah,
a lot
I
of people
have.
for some reason haven't.
Really?
Yeah, but it's a really good
Wait,
movie.
what
It's on
movie?
Hulu. It's on Hulu. That's
What
why.
movie?
That's why a lot of people
Palm,
haven't seen
I
it.
think it's called. Is it Palm Springs?
No, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
What's his name?
The one from Reno, not Reno 911.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn 99. Yeah.
Andy Samberg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
no,
called
I
Palm
haven't seen it.
Springs.
Yeah.
Came out last year
That was actually a pretty good movie.
with Andy Samberg, Kristen.
It's on Hulu though. Most people don't have Hulu.
Yeah.
But
Most people have like Netflix or HBO Max.
well,
now.
get the Hulu trial of Hulu and watch Palm Springs.
Yeah, you can watch it for
It's a
free.
really-
just
I'll
get the
just
trial
go
for 7
on
days.
some. I won't go on some illegal watching movie streaming service.
It's not illegal to get a free trial.
No, he's talking
Well, I
about the
don't feel
legal
like-
Yet he's
streaming.
going to do that.
I'm probably not gonna watch it. I'm gonna be real. Don't really watch movies or anything.
You got 95% Rotten
Well, what do you do,
Tomatoes.
Jacob? You just sit in
Well,
your,
I'm busy.
you s- you sit in
I'm
your
busy
basement and-
editing podcasts because people want to
Oh,
say
you mean
stupid jokes.
You mean the podcast that we haven't gotten in a whole month? That kind of
Hey,
podcast?
no one knows that. Let's not,
Oh, my
let's
bad, my
not
bad.
divulge that
Edit that.
kind of
Four
information.
stop. I have to
4,
edit.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, yeah.
We've been trying real hard at this podcast, okay? And we upgrade this equipment for a reason.
So I feel like our special guest hasn't said much besides with the drinks. What's
on your mind?
What do you have for us today?
What's your
nothing.
news story?
Yeah, what do you have for news?
What's on your mind that is something you want to talk about?
Yeah, let's
I
put
don't
you
really-
dead on the spot and you say something now.
I don't really listen to the news or read the news on anything, to be
Okay.
honest.
Wow, that's
Okay. Well,
terrible.
what's
You sound like
something- what's something
you
you
sound
are
like the
interested in?
typical millennial.
Well,
What?
actually, you're a millennial. He's a Zoomer.
Actually, I missed the millennial.
Well,
in
y'all just
my
y'all
book
just said
by
our
1 year.
ages, basically.
Well, he's a Zoomer. He's not a millennial.
Okay, well that's even worse.
I
The Zoomer.
I come from the golden era.
Yeah.
I come from the age where teenagers were invested in the media and they watched the news. They kept up to date in current events.
Well, I
local
don't know
politics.
what you're.
I feel
Whatever.
like you haven't been because
Whatever generation that is, I am a part of it.
What's up? You only look up stuff whenever you're talking about the podcast.
Yeah,
So
I gotta be honest.
Dang,
Even
on
though
the
that
spot.
some people would say that I'm part of the millennials, I don't like this. I think the whole association with millennial and just that definition puts a bad taste in people's mouth. Even though if I am truly considered a millennial, I think from my group on the earlier end, the ones who've
go
been
ahead.
around longer,
Uh-huh.
understand work ethics.
yeah, I don't know why I'm called a
I
boomer.
think if you look at the history,
I'm not a boomer. Not a boomer.
if this boomer looks at the history, they
Is
say
boomer
that
even
about
it's
every
just
single
something that
generation.
made up, right?
No, it's a
No,
we're
it's
called
a
the
thing.
boomers.
It's a thing.
oh, the baby boomers.
Our
Yes.
pops is considered a boomer.
Yeah, I know. I just
No, he's actually.
They're all
is he-
retiring.
Yeah.
They're all
Is he a
retiring
baby
now.
boomer? Oh, wait, no.
Yeah,
a
they
baby boomer.
came during the baby boomer age of when World War II ended.
and
So I was-
just
what I
got
was
home
gonna
and
say
just-
is that
everyone just got home and started fugging.
Yeah, they just started banging each other and no bunch of boomers.
What?
That's why the
What I was gonna say is every generation says the generation before them was
no, but you guys really do
Lazy.
suck.
no.
Wait, what gen are you? What gen is he?
I'm technically a millennial.
No,
I
you're
don't
not
know.
millennial. Millennials
I think
30s to 40s.
no,
Yes.
Yes.
really.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
Millennial.
What do you think?
The millennial generation is typically defined as being born between 1981 and 1996.
Okay, well, just say the ages instead.
And its oldest members are turning 40 this year. So
Yeah, see?
unfortunately, I
Yeah,
am
see,
also
but
a millennial.
but we're considered that transition of like the previous generation though.
what about
I
Gen
guess.
X?
So we're like in between.
I'm
Gen
technically-
Z is the
Then you're
newest
Gen
born
X.
between
Oh, never mind, you're not
1997
Gen
and 2012.
I'm technically a millennial too because I was born in 1994.
No, he said 1996.
Well,
Yes,
y'all
and
said
I-
when y'all
okay,
were
okay.
born and all that.
So you're a Zoomer?
Yeah.
Do you
Boomer
Zoom?
birth years 1946 to 1964.
What about Gen X?
Generation X 1965 to 1979/80.
Mm.
And then millennials 1980 to 1994.
See, I think I'm more
And
of the
Zoomers?
And
previous
Gen
generation.
You're a
Z.
millennial, buddy.
Gen Z is 1997 to 2012.
I
Yeah.
guess I'm a Gen Z then.
And then now
Y'all are,
generation
y'all are the
Alpha
well. I would
Gen-
say
2012 to
I would say
25.
Generation Z is the one who's gonna turn us all into zombies.
Well,
I
That
think
was
so too.
terrible.
I think Generation
That was,
Z.
that was a bad
That
one.
was really
Oh,
bad.
that was a
I don't think they're
Gen
gonna
Z.
turn us into zombies. I think they are zombies.
I think they are. They're just on their phones and don't even. They literally walk around
AJ,
like zombies.
So tell us what's your day-to-day life like?
I don't know.
I
Sounds
walk
about right.
around staring, not
That
doing
sounds
anything.
about right.
Pretty boring.
Oh yeah, sounds like a
Sounds
zombie.
about right.
Sounds like it is a zombie.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know. We can't read minds, bro.
I keep forgetting.
Okay, so we don't need you to verbalize that. You keep forgetting.
Well, I need to
Okay, let's.
So Jacob,
suck my
if
fat cock.
Yeah, I gotta think of this.
So anyways,
let me pause it. Whoppy.
Okay.
All right, so anybody got a new news article?
No, but I kind of wanted to go back.
or any subjects you want to talk about.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So,
So
does
for-
anyone have anything they want
was-
to talk about?
Yo,
Any news articles?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So,
So
PJ,
what's
what's
your-
your
you
Anybody got
wanna
any
talk
news
about?
articles?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So PJ, what's your next article?
Tired of talking about articles.
He doesn't have one.
So my next article, I don't have right now because AJ messed up on my screen and started searching stuff.
Okay, I got a diddly one for you.
All right.
You got a diddly, one?
Diddly, according statnews.com, diddly infection linked to contaminated room spray sold at Walmart.
Oh yeah, I saw the headline about that.
4 cases of serious, sometimes fatal infection called melioidosis
Because they inhale it, right?
have been bedeviled public health investigators. Wow, that's a
I like how,
SAT word if I ever heard one.
I like how you always bring an article, and then when we ask you questions about it, you
just
don't
keep
know
reading and
anything
you don't
about the
answer
article.
anything.
Well, that's because I'm doing it.
That's because
On the
How
spot.
about those Astros, guys?
Those Astros are actually really good, and I'm very excited about them playing the Braves.
Really, who do you know on the team?
Altuve, me and him are buddies.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. He tends to take me to Venezuela, shows me how bad socialism is over there. And we almost got-
Altuve's Venezuelan.
yes, that's why he
Oh.
takes me to Venezuela.
For fun. But
Well-
they start Tuesday. First game of the World Series is Tuesday, October 26th.
Oh,
Ooh,
so they
they-
made it to
where-
the World Series.
So with
Yes.
were you
Oh,
expecting
okay.
Atlanta to be like the one who's they were gonna play?
I wasn't too sure because LA's pretty good, but I was hoping for them to lose just so they could rub it in
and
the
they
face.
did, and it
Dodgers
was
suck.
awesome. Yeah,
That's why they didn't make it, along with the Yankees. Yankees suck.
but were you
Dodgers
expecting Atlanta out of all the
the Braves? No, but I was actually rooting for them.
Well, are
Like-
they still called the Braves?
Yes,
Yes.
They just don't have the Native American red man on.
I
there
thought
anymore.
I thought their mascot was a tomahawk.
It was, but it also had a little Indian guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
as a Native
Waving a
American,
tomahawk.
as a
Who
Native
was,
American,
who changed their names to
Washington.
the Protectors or the Guardians?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, Washington.
Dude,
was,
what if
Washington was trying? I think Washington was going to change it to the Guardians, but they just left it as the Washington Football Team instead
dude,
of
what if they
Washington
start
Redskins.
naming it after Disney, like Marvel comics?
I feel like they're
the
just
Guardians of the Galaxy, Superman team, Batman.
I felt like
I
team.
feel like there's going to be a
well,
lot of
you think
licensing
about you think about the
issues.
teams where they're the Titans, we're the Patriots. The Redskins was actually the name itself sounds weird, but they were actually like to me that was like an honor to name a team after the Native Americans.
Well, I don't know
I didn't
about
see it as-
particularly Redskins because that's who it was. Well, no,
The
it was
Red Sox?
the Cleveland Indians, the baseball team.
Yeah.
Who changed their name to
The Cleveland
Guardians.
Oh wow, that's dumb.
Yeah, it's like don't.
Are Guardians of the Galaxy?
I would have thought
Guardians?
they would have changed it
No.
to something a little more Native American
Yeah.
to like if they're
Why didn't they just name it like
really on
The
Cleveland?
Mohicans?
or something,
Last
Cleveland
of the
Apaches.
Mohicans. The Apaches.
or whoever dominated that area.
Yeah. So, to kind of go off of sports, I want to kind of talk about like the supply chain issue that's going on right now at the
That's,
ports.
oh yeah, supply chain.
I don't
That's
know,
a,
I don't
big
know how
issue.
those connect, but okay, go ahead.
Well, they don't connect at all. That's what I said. I want to get away from sports and I want to talk about the supply chain issue we
Yeah,
have
I
right
thought
now.
You said
So, have you had
Speaking
any
of-
supply issues at your job?
Actually, there's supply chain issues happening everywhere. Have you noticed that the stores are actually being emptied out a little bit?
No, they're full and packed whenever I go.
Yeah, me too.
I think you're shopping at night. When,
So I kind of do like the Astros. I'm hoping that they do win.
I will say I do know something about the supply and demand because of my job. We manufacture everything that we do, that our product.
Yeah.
And before, like earlier COVID, container rates were like $2,000-3,000 or something like that, like
Yeah.
typical stuff. Now it's at like $16,000-18,000.
3,000 to 16 to 18.
Yeah.
No, it was like
Well-
$2,000-3,000 to get a container
Yeah.
overseas here, and now it's like $16,000-17,000.
So
It's
are
like-
they going to start manufacturing in the U.S. to cut down on costs?
No, it's
Well,
still
that's the
cheaper.
problem.
It's still cheaper to do
We-
that.
we
It's
can't-
still cheaper to pay all that to get it from overseas
That's
to here.
ridiculous.
Yes.
Well,
I agree.
you know what Biden says about that, and Buttigieg. That just means that the economy is booming right now, is what they say.
I don't. Well, from what I read, there's just no
you,
one.
you know that inflation where nobody can buy anything.
Yeah, that means it's
they're,
good.
They're saying that the economy is just booming right now because
Until
of that.
no one can afford anything, and then it's, what the fuck
I
happened?
think-
Where did this come from? We didn't see this happening. But what I was going to say is, like the ports at Long Beach, from what I've read, is just, at least from what I've read, is like they've cut back so many hours. They're not working Sunday.
Well,
For
let
some
me
reason.
can I jump in?
And
Go ahead.
there's just not a lot of people working there.
Well, what
Well,
I
right now
heard
there's a
is
lot of
that
people quitting.
if they do ramp up production, that means that the people that work in the warehouses will also have to be working overtime because they'd have to keep the product moving.
Yeah.
And then the truckers would have to work round the clock.
Well,
so everybody.
what's the goddamn problem
And
there?
so the problem,
Everyone works more.
everybody's working.
You get
Well,
more.
the problem is you don't have enough workers because everybody's staying home. But
No,
say
the
that.
problem
There was
is
actually-
nobody wants to work around the clock.
what I was gonna say about the truckers in the whole situation with there's not a lot of truckers right now either. And one of the reasons that there's not a lot of truckers because the whole COVID thing happened and there wasn't truckers driving back and forth to do things. So they
Yeah.
were at home. And while they were at home, from what we've gotten word from, is that they were smoking weed. So a lot of them haven't been able to pass test.
Drug
So-
test.
yeah, yeah. And so they're saying about 30 days to 2 months, then you'll start seeing more truckers on the road after they kind of get their bodies cleared to
Yeah,
pass the
because I
piss
heard
test.
they're like paying really well for truckers right now.
Oh yeah, truckers are getting paid good.
And I don't
They're
know-
getting
right
paid
now.
so well that I'm not going to be a trucker because they're getting paid so
They're getting
well.
paid so well that I'm still won't be a trucker.
You can
Go
probably
get my Class A
you
license.
can probably buy your own truck and become pretty rich within that meantime. Probably pay off your truck
just
and
doing
still
some
drive it,
long
yeah.
hauling.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I'm surprised there's just not a bunch of scabs going out to Long Beach and working the docks.
Yeah.
Well, they got it. I'm pretty sure the what are they called?
Scabs.
No,
I don't. Are they protesting?
That's what I
at the
get when I
docks?
cut myself.
They're not protesting, but the
But that's what a
the
scab is.
union, the union
union.
is.
Well, right
just
now,
a
I
problem.
think the government put themselves in a bind with all of the people not working. I mean, you paid people to stay home,
Uh huh.
and now people are like, I don't want to go because I'm too scared of COVID, which they've done. They've made people so afraid of COVID that they don't even want to go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
Then you put in a vaccine mandate where people don't want to get the vaccine. So you're putting all of this stress on the workforce to go, you know what? What's the point of working? And they're not
Yeah.
coming back to work. And so now you have a depleting workforce and nobody's working anymore. And they're going, why doesn't anybody want to work?
Everyone wants to work, but there's just so much like red tape and stuff to go through to
Yeah.
get a job.
Tell me why an
And-
IT guy needs to have a vaccine.
Because they interact with people.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's
I
because
don't
he
know.
can give a virus through the
I don't
computer.
know.
And
If
now-
listen to our podcast, Far Out Dudes, to learn more about the vaccine.
So are you
I don't
saying we're
think
going to
we
end
have
it
a
soon?
vaccine one.
Are you trying to end it?
No,
Oh.
I'm just saying. Listen to our podcast.
It didn't sound like
And-
you were trying to just say.
And you know how people are saying, "Oh, I can't find, we can't find workers, can't find workers."
Yeah.
There's a dude in like the Bay Area who did he had an Excel sheet and did like apply to like
Oh yeah, I heard.
so many jobs to where he was actually qualified for.
Yeah.
Got one interview, like 3 phone calls, and maybe like 10 email responses out of like 50 or 60.
The problem why they
applications
can't
you put
find
in.
workers is because they want to pay you minimum wage. And
Well,
then
that's what I was getting
That's
to.
a-
Is
that's not
people
a-
don't want to go
That's
out.
a lie.
that, that is not a lie. Go ahead.
Yeah, that is a lie because I right now I work and I can tell you that minimum wage is not. If you are a qualified worker that has a license to do things,
Are they hiring where you work?
like for example, if you think a plumber gets minimum wage, they look at plumbers as though they're not that great, but they probably make more money than most people.
Plumbers make
And
a
that's
good
a
amount of
trade
money,
school.
but we're talking about just normal people who are working.
Regular jobs,
Yeah,
not
there's
like
a-
a
there-
specialized.
So let me tell you, we had a job fair twice this week. You want me to tell you how many people came?
like 5.
None came to visit our department. Nobody. You know how many came to visit the rest of them? And that entire day that we spent 8 hours in a place. 15 people.
Was it for like a university or something, or was it just like a job
No,
fair?
it was
in
a
general?
job for everything, like security guard, cleaner, EVS workers, all kinds of things. And there wasn't anybody showing up.
Was
to this
it
stuff.
was it put on by like the workforce commission or anything like that?
No, it was put on by the hospital.
So how did they advertise it?
They're everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
didn't
I
know
do
about it.
hear job fairs and whatnot, like on the radio driving around.
Yeah.
So it's not like the word
So,
doesn't get out there.
Yeah, so to me, I think that there are a lot of people. There may be some that are applying. Like that one guy, I'd like to know
Well,
more
also-
about why he didn't get hired because he went to.
It wasn't so much
Yeah.
that he didn't get hired. He was
Just didn't
more
get any
proving-
callbacks.
He was more proving that people
Are trying to look for jobs.
like this whole we can't find people isn't that's the problem.
That is the problem.
because there wasn't any reach out to that 1 or 2 people that actually applied to that job they had going out.
Well, because they probably are not qualified for it, or they probably wouldn't be a good fit for some reason. Like, if he is that qualified,
What's stopping them from
my
reaching
question
out
is,
to him and saying, no, we're not choosing you? What's to stop them from doing that?
well,
Because
for
that
whatever
was the
so-
issue, is that he got little to no. So anyways, at the end of the article, too, I'm pretty sure I just said it, he said it may be just something local that he's dealing with, but he wanted to put it to the test because he's seeing and hearing so many people saying, well, I just can't find workers, And it may be a whole mix of slew of things that they're trying to find workers. Like this sign one time I saw on the internet, it was like, we pay like $3,200
A week?
weekly or something like
so
that.
yeah, so
And it doesn't count in if that's like working 60 hours every week or
Yeah.
something crazy.
well, and then I think of people who come in, millennials, Zoomers, right,
Alpha.
and alphas
Who are only like
that
4.
start that have actually come into interviews and demanded what they want their schedule to be. No, I want to work 3 days and I want to have this much PTO.
Well,
and
if you don't
pay
I just
me
only
this
wanna
much,
work-
then
Well, I only want to work when I need money.
yeah.
So once I'm out of money, then I'll come back and work for you.
That's exactly the
it's-
the attitude
What's
that some
wrong
of them are
with
coming in
that?
for.
What's wrong? Because I want to work whenever I need money.
It's because they never had a job before.
Yeah, and
They don't know what-
it's ridiculous. You're thinking, I'm sorry, there's a set schedule for this particular position that we need somebody here every day.
That's what a job is. You come in and
Yeah.
work your schedule.
And so these people coming in for interviews, they're like, oh, do I have to come in every day? Yes. Yes, you have to come
We
in
all
every
have-
day. This is a job.
every single one of us has full-time jobs.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Luckily, my job is a little like lenient on it,
Yeah.
but it's
I think
they also like push it like, we're giving you this leniency, but don't
Yeah.
take advantage.
like take advantage of
I
it.
think people are looking for like
because they can take it away just as
What's
quick
it
as they give
called?
it.
Balance. Work-life
Work-life
balance.
No,
balance?
not work-life balance. Like, God dang it!
They
I
all
don't
want to
know
be
what is.
YouTube, TikTok stars.
No, that is true.
Yeah, that's true too.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I don't
we can't
know.
read
Want-
minds,
We don't
bro.
we don't need you to vocalize. You don't know what you need to
my
say.
God. They want flexible scheduling.
They just
Is
want
what they
easy
want.
money. That's all they
Yeah,
want.
well, sometimes I'm
They
sorry.
want
Well, the
they want to
flexible
work a regular
scheduling-
office job. They should just
The
get.
Well,
flexible
you know, you can get a flexible job when you actually start working from the bottom and work your way up, and you can maybe actually have decisions on when you're gonna work. But if you're just starting off and you're just graduating, you're not gonna start off with whatever you feel like working.
Mhm.
You have
need
to work your way up just
Or
like
what-
everybody else.
or wait for openings to
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get the job that's available, and then when that particular flexible job that you're looking for opens up, then say, "Hey, I'm interested in that one," so we can see
And-
the way you work, and because you're not gonna, you can't just automatically apply to something and think that you're gonna get what you want right away.
Well, yeah, especially just coming in, and
Yeah.
then you need to build seniority
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
this guy, I don't know
to have that leniency.
exactly. So I don't know exactly what this guy went through. I didn't read the article or anything. I don't see where he applied, and he's right at the end. It may be where he's at and what's happening in his area, but I do see it the same way on our side of the hiring process, that there are a lot of things that are causing difficulty to hire people. You know, there's a lot of variables, and to me, there is a shortage.
Well,
out
there's
there,
a lot of
and
people
there's a lot of things that are
switching
causing it.
careers too, career paths.
Yeah, I actually heard that a lot of the fast food workers became like secretaries and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why they're not.
I
Well,
wanted last
lot of
week,
people want-
I wanted to go get me some Jack in the Box tacos because I was like, man, that sounds really good right now for some reason. There's no one there. It really pissed me off.
You know,
And then I went into the door because the drive-through was closed. No one answered. And I tried to open it, and it was locked. And this lady was like, what's happening? I was like, there's no one in there. There's no one in there serving me my Jack in the Box tacos I want.
Well, and what happened too in, for example, like the healthcare field, if you think about them, they lost a lot of people because of COVID. Like, not because they died of COVID, but because they didn't want to have to deal with COVID. They all quit. Not to go find another job or anything, but a lot of them retired and just left and didn't work again because they were getting unemployment checks. And so
Yeah.
that's a lot of the reason why even like the healthcare, for example, is short in staff.
Very
And
Do you
true.
think
there's a lot of people
was
out there.
as much as they were getting paid?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Why did I work during the pandemic?
Well, some of those people also had kids too, so there was like extra on top of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. But
Didn't
they,
they stopped unemployment already and there's still job issues?
yeah. Well,
So,
they didn't
I
stop
don't
it
think-
completely. They're still giving it. They're
Yeah.
giving it pretty easily. A lot of people just have to say, I'm afraid of COVID. That's why I
Are
don't
you
want to go
sure?
back.
I had a real big issue when I lost my job of getting the freaking unemployment. I was legitimately like out of work.
Yeah.
And it was very
Which is
aggravating.
weird. You would think that you actually, hey, I was let go. I was laid off because
I had
of
the
things.
proof and everything. Like
Yeah.
I had a letter from the company saying we let you go.
Yeah, yeah.
But people who are just calling without anything are just getting it left and right.
That's crazy.
It was very aggravating because it was a good 2 months before
You found
of me
another
just
job, or-
constantly calling like every single week, almost every day saying what's going on, what's my update.
Yeah.
And then
You think
it finally took like me emailing. I forgot who I emailed there to see what the hell was going on. They finally got back to me.
do you think it was because there were so many people out of work and there were so many applications going out there that it took so long?
Yeah.
Yes,
think
but at the same
that's-
time, there were no updates. And plus, there were...
I hate when there's no updates.
There was like nobody telling me what's going on.
Yeah, I don't
I
like
was
when people
literally
don't
just
tell me
left in
what's
the
not
dark.
going on.
But they were contracting everyone out. Like a bunch of people just answer the phones.
Yeah. And they were like, I have no idea. I'm just contractor here. What do you need? I'll leave a message for the 2 people that are filing all of your unemployment applications.
No, everyone who was working from home
Ah,
who was handling that, who weren't doing their jobs correctly. Plus, if you're not going to give the people access or information to answer people's questions, what is the use of contracting them?
And why isn't something like
just
that
to answer
automated?
the freaking phone?
I have no idea.
Like, just have people
Well,
It was
submit
automated.
their information and
It
then
was automated,
well-
but it was just got overwhelmed and kept shutting the whole system down.
It was also because there were so many people doing fraud not too long ago,
Mhm.
and there was a lot of checks going to people that like
yeah.
like stimulus checks that were going to like prisoners and unemployment checks
Really?
going to prisoners. Yeah,
Dang.
I guess technically if you're in prison, you're unemployed.
One,
Yeah.
you lose a lot of rights going to prison, unfortunately. Don't
Yeah.
do the crime if
No,
you can't
but
do the
I guess to
time.
kind of end the show, I would say that I would probably only drink the green tea cola one.
Yeah, sure wish I had something to sip on this whole time we're
Yeah.
talking.
This is for me. I think I'm excited about what drink. I don't know. I think I might get an alcoholic drink next weekend. I don't know. I'll see what happens when I go to the store and I just see what's on the shelves. Unless I look up something and get something from Amazon.
We're supposed to get something exotic that we never tried before.
Well, that's what I'm gonna look for.
It
Well-
could be alcoholic or non-alcoholic. It
Has-
doesn't matter. I
yeah.
don't care.
Has people been saying the Astros been cheating at all lately?
No.
Has people been saying that?
Oh, okay. Has
They
people?
they has been saying it.
Have they? I meant. Yeah.
They has been saying.
Anyways,
Is that what you're
All
gonna
right.
bring?
we appreciate everyone listening.
Yeah, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe.
Let us know.
Check
what you
out
think.
Far Out Dudes. Let us know what you think. This is 3 Guys and a Drink and our special guest.
Fight me
Mahone.
IRL.
So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, get employed because they're looking at you out there.